morning, friends. Thunder Ridge Homestead here. Long time no see, I'm sure. I'm kind of frustrated with YouTube right now. They demonetized my channel because I won't do shorts, and I just think that's unfair because that's not what I signed up for, and they changed the rules and demonetized me. So that's part of the reason I haven't been posting very much lately. But I did want to post something because I know there's a few of you out there that are still subscribed and still following me, and I just know you probably wondered what I've been up to lately. Not really a whole lot. The sheep are doing well, the turkeys are doing well, the chickens are doing well. We've been working on various projects around here this year, trying to get some more just things fixed and infrastructure in place. I have a lot of videos I've recorded, but I haven't been posting anything, like I said, just because I'm mostly frustrated with YouTube and the whole situation there. Anyway, I did want to give you a little bit of an update because I've got another project going, because you know, you can't have enough, right? And I had a friend that has some quail, and she gave me a few quail to just to put in the freezer, do what I want with, whatever. And two of the hens, quail hens, were still laying eggs. So I felt kind of bad about putting those two in the freezer, and then they had a little male with them, so I thought, oh, I'll just keep them for a minute. Well, my granddaughter saw them, and she absolutely loves them and thinks they're so cute. So I ended up getting a little pen for them, and I just got a little hatching time cage for them. I'll introduce you to them here in just a second, and I will show you their eggs. And so now, evidently, I'm in the quail business. Not really big time or anything, but it is giving me something fun to do, you know, when I'm not feeling well or whatever, because I'm doing it in the house, which, you know, kind of a crazy way for me to do anything. But I'm doing it in the house or in my garage, so it's not hard to do at all. Anyway, I will just let you see what I've got going on, and I'll give you a little update, and then I'll post a little video, and I'll show you why I just had to post today. Okay? See you in a little bit. Okay, so we are in my Homestead office room, and I think I've showed you this crazy room I have before, but it's basically the brainchild, my central location of functioning. I have shelving in here where I keep different project things. As you can see, I've got like vet boxes on the top shelf, picnic basket, some of my homesteader books, cookbooks, things like that, various things. I've got quilting stuff. It's just, you know, here's a reference for people who are really older. If you want to look it up, it's actually funny. It's Fibber McGee's Closet in here. But I do my crafts in here. I have the office in here. And I start seeds in here. Lots of other things, lots of other projects. On this side of the office, this is my south-facing window, which some point I would love to have a greenhouse window in here. We will see. But I have another bank of shelves over here. And this is where I keep my incubator. Whenever I've got incubators or hatching out my turkey eggs or chicken eggs, I incubate them in here. It's just, like I said, my own little private world of crazy. More crafts and stuff storage. Here I have got a wintering pepper, and I tried to get a tomato, but I also have a sweet potato going down here. And then I also have sewing machines in here. I've got two sewing machines. This is my regular one, and I have my treadle in here. Anyway, like I said, it's Fibber McGee's Closet. But, and this is also my computer office over here where I work. So, while I'm sitting in this room, soaking up the southern sun in the winter time, I put this little quail cage in here to keep these three little quail. Like I said, mostly for my granddaughter. This is not my first time raising quail. But this is my first time raising quail as organized as these are. When I decided I wanted to keep these little three quail for my, like I said, mostly for my granddaughter, I bought this cage, and it's a hatching time quail cage. They're not cheap, but they are very neat and clean and easy to keep clean. So if I'm going to do something in the house and have a bird cage in the house, it's got to be clean. It's got to be able to smell good. And this one fits the bill. These are 3 little quail, 2 hens and a rooster. Like I said, they're older cull birds from a friend. But like I said, they're laying eggs. I just couldn't quite get rid of them when they're laying eggs. And this is the eggs that they're laying. Hope you can see this well. Let me see if I can turn it in a little bit different light. We have one that lays a blue egg and one that lays a little marbly egg. And they've been laying an egg every day since I got them, so I can't complain about that. And then this is their little quail feeder. And there they are. They don't have names yet. But my granddaughter comes over and she gets her little stool and she's been gathering the quail eggs and eating them. She absolutely thinks they're just the bee's knees. My granddaughter is 4, so you can imagine having a couple of quail eggs for breakfast for her is just like tea party. She just thinks it's great. So that's why we have them. But we've been having more quail eggs than we've really needed. And the last time I had quail, I raised bob whites for a while. And I always raised them for meat. And I would just incubate them, grow them out, butcher the whole batch for meat. And that's what I've done in the past. So this is a little bit of a different situation here with keeping them actually for eggs. Like I said, I've never done it before. But since I have an incubator and since I have, you know, the rest of the things that I need, I figured, hey, why not? Let's incubate a few. So we did. We put 17 eggs in the incubator over there, and it takes 18 days for them to hatch. And then yesterday we had the babies hatch, and we had 10 hatch. 1 did not make it, but that's, you know, part of farming. And the rest of them, you know, obviously are not going to hatch because they didn't. I gave them overnight, so they've had an extra day basically. And, you know, everything's good. So the other thing I purchased, because, you know, when you're getting into something, you have to spend lots of money. It just seems to be the way it works. But I purchased the Hatching Time brooder. When I hatch turkey babies, I usually put them into a brooder for the first 24 to 48 hours where I can watch them really close. And in the past, I have just had basically a tote with a light in it. And I do that because turkeys are notorious for not learning to eat and not thriving in the first little bit there. They're very fragile at first. And so I would put them in the little tote, and the tote was sitting on the same shelf, and kind of watch them for the first 24 to 48 hours. When I was sure that they were eating properly and everything after being hatched, then I was moving them out into my regular brooder, which I think I've showed you in a different video before. It's basically a big rubber tub. We have a hanging feeder and hanging waterer and stuff, and so that's where I typically put them. Well, these little guys, since I bought the brooder for the turkeys, and it's a quail-sized brooder. I bought the quail-sized one because, like I said, I was planning on just keeping the turkeys in it for 2 days. That's typically what I do. And after I bought the little Hatching Time quail cage, they're just so well designed and so nice and easy to clean. I thought, well, I'll get the brooder too, get rid of the stupid box I had in here, and I can use it for the turkeys. And, you know, clean, neat, organized, really like it. So that's what I did. Well, now let's put all these things together. I have the quails, they're laying eggs, they're fertile. I have the incubator, you have to hatch the baby quail. So now I actually have baby quail in the quail brooder. And I just wanted to share with you because, like I said, they hatched the night before last. They started hatching like in the middle of the night, like really late. And I heard something peeping and making a weird noise. And my first thought was, oh no, we have a mouse in the house. And I figured, well, I have to deal with that tomorrow and put out a trap or whatever. And so, because, you know, fall time, it seems like that's when mice want to come in if there is going to be a mouse. And so I thought, well, I'll just see what it is. And what I did was I put, you know, went back to sleep. And when I woke up the next morning, I realized, oh, you know, I bet that's those quail. And sure enough, they were all hatched in the brooder waiting for me. And most of them were dried out at that point. So I let them go in the brooder, in the incubator for just a little while longer. And then I put them in the brooder. Let you watch these guys too over talking, because they're just in here. And like I said, I'm just keeping these as just fun, because it's like, why not? They have such a sweet little coo sound for the most part. This little rooster, he crows his little coo every now and then, but very rarely, maybe twice a day. And when he first did it, my great big powerful half Pyrenees, half German Shepherd mobility dog, he thought that something was going to eat him alive, and he was scared to death of him, which is pretty funny. But, you know, like I said, he's used to them now, so that's no big deal. But, so anyway, we put him in the brooder, and I've got babies in here, and I'm going to show you some video that I took this morning with these little babies and a little bit of music, and that's going to be all there is to it. Okay? Enjoy it. Well, I just wanted to do a short video to give you guys something to smile about. I know there's a lot of troubles in the world, and this will give you something to give you a little grin on your face. I will try to post some more later as they grow. These quail babies grow fast, so it's going to be fast and furious. And then, yes, most of them are going to end up in my deep freeze. So I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.